Hi, John. I've been thinking about some of these fundamental questions about periodic tables, observation, experiment. And I've been drawing a kind of speculative map of what I've been thinking. So here goes. So we have an origin, and let's say we have a fundamental table. Let's say this is Peter's table, his algebraic table on the far left there. And then let's say we got the periodic table in chemistry. So, and I'm drawing little p's in there for those are the elements that you can predict. The crosses represent the elements. So after chemistry we have maybe biology, and after biology maybe we have something else. I don't know. But each of these periodic tables I think are observed in some way. There is some sort of observation process going on, and all those observation processes are connected, so that every process of observing and making predictions and doing experiments with a table at any particular level is a coordination with every other observation at every other level. So we've got empirical processes at work at every level of observation. And obviously if you move towards the left, you've got the implicate order. As you move towards the right, you've got the explicate order. And just as Bohm describes, the implicate order becoming the explicate order, there's this sort of swirling around, this mixing up of stuff. But the first principles of physiology clearly apply when we start to look at some of these observing processes and any kind of concept of a biological periodic table. But I think there's a question about experiment. Is experiment a selection mechanism? What is selected? Is it the fundamental generative criteria which are consistent with empirical evidence at different levels? And then I think there's a question about what happens with prediction, because, so we're able to generate some kind of table, but the fact that you have a table and it gives you some idea of what to expect suggests that it's some sort of coordination process that's steering observation and experiment in the future. And I think all of these observing processes, just to finish this off, I think all of these observing processes do point to your first principles of physiology. They all seem to be homologous at some level. I don't know whether cells are observing in the same way as people, but they could well be. So I don't know if this makes any sense. I sort of wanted to draw it really and get a feel for how this thing is fitting together in my own head at the moment.